What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video is a bit different from all the other videos that I usually film, but that's okay. This video definitely needs to be made, and also I'm looking a bit rough. Definitely got to see my barber very soon, so do not mind me for looking all crazy. But today's video is a weird one, and by the look of the title, yes, my car was taken away from me, and this video will explain everything and all the weird shit that happened. So let's explain this from the beginning. So about a few days ago, I had to wake up super late at night to go pick up someone from the airport. So I opened the front door, go to the elevator, and click the parking level that I'm at. So mind you, I'm in an apartment. This is not a hotel. This is an apartment. This is a very secure building. You can't go anywhere in this building without this. You basically scan this, and it basically gives you access to the whole building. So it's a very secure building. So scan it, go downstairs, and there's 3 levels of parking. I'm in the first one. I open the door, go. My car should be like not even a few feet away from me. And I, hit the corner and I look, my car's not there. I'm like, I don't know if I'm tired, if I'm in a movie, or I don't know. I don't know if I'm dreaming, but the car wasn't there. I'm like, how? This is impossible. Okay, mind you, this is a very secure building and parking garages, okay? There's literally they're closed. You can't go in and out. I mean, obviously you can go out if you live here, but you can't even get in here at all without a key if you, live here. And if you don't live here, you're not getting in here. So at first I thought it was stolen. And I'm like, okay, that's the only thing I could think of. It's gotta be stolen. So I was like, okay, let me just check. Maybe I'm in the wrong parking garage. So I go back to the elevator, go to all 3 of them, and the car's not there. So go back to the original one that I know that's the one that I always park at. So I go there, I go to the spot that I'm, assigned that gets paid for to park there. So as you guys can see, here's where I park. And my spot is right here, literally, where this is parked. Spot 77. This is the spot that gets paid for me to park here every day. And this is where I've been parking. Look at this. 2:48 a.m. Let me, right there. Let me see. All right, you guys get the point. 2:48 a.m. and my car is not here. This is where I parked. This is where I left it. And I wake up to drive to the airport, and it's not there. So the first thing I did, obviously, was call 911.
And do you live in a gated community?
Yeah, I mean, the apartments are gated. You can't get in without, having a certain, key.
Okay, so make sure you answer your phone, because when they come out, they're going to call you, okay?
Okay, I will.
And you said it's a Ford Mustang?
Green with 2 black stripes. And it has Michigan plate.
Rich Dad?
Yes. It's a white plate with blue letters. It's a 2020. With black wheels. So I go back and I'm just chilling and I'm trying to think of where would this car go? And why would anyone steal it? And did someone actually steal it? So after a little while, I had a lot of time to think and, really break it down if it was really stolen. I was like, I don't know. I don't think it was stolen. I just don't see it. I just don't see why would anyone would come steal my car. It's weird. I'm in a very secure, structure. So anyways, I go downstairs and I start looking around and I see these signs that have a towing company on it. I'm like, what if my car was towed? For some odd reason, I don't know why, but I was like, I'm just gonna, give it a chance and just call them, because LAPD was taking forever and they still hadn't come. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna call someone else and just check around.
Did you have the license plate?
Yeah, it says Rich Dad.
Yeah, it's over here.
It's here, it's green with black stripes.
Excuse me?
It's green with black stripes.
Yeah, it's over here.
Why was it towed out of my parking space that I pay for?
I don't know, you need to talk to the manager when they sign the paper and after.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna come by tomorrow. Please just take care of it, please.
No problem, it's okay.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Hang up, call 911, tell them, yo, my car was not stolen. They basically towed it without me knowing, and thank you for your time. I'm just calling because I reported my car stolen about an hour ago. It was parked inside my building at my parking spot, and the police was supposed to come out and whatever. So I just did some more investigating, and I guess, I don't know why, but my car was towed out of my parking spot. So I tracked the car down and I'm dealing with that. But I just wanted to call back and let you guys know that it wasn't stolen. At the moment I thought it was, but I'm figuring that situation out right now with my leasing.
Okay, so you want to cancel the call then?
Yeah, please. Yeah, because I found out.
Name?
Ron.
Okay, we'll go ahead and cancel it.
Thank you so much. LAPD never even bothered coming after an hour regardless, but whatever. I didn't need their help, called them, told them off. Not told them off, but like told them I don't need their units to get sent down. So anyways, I'm like, okay, so I guess at least I know where the car is now. I could go to sleep because I was like tripping out, like there's no way my new car just got stolen in literally a few days of me being here. So basically, now I know where the car is. I go to sleep, wake up the next day, go down to the leasing office. Well, before I go to the leasing office, I called them and I was like, yo, what the is going on? Why is my car not where it should be, where I parked it, where I left it, and it's not there because you guys called and got it towed? She's like, yeah, well, you were parked in your right spot. I'm like, what do you mean? This is the spot that I park every night and you guys have never said anything. She's like, yeah, well, you were supposed to park in this spot, but you were parked in this other spot. So there's two spots. There's a spot here and there's a spot here. It's like this, okay? And I was parked here and I should have parked here instead of here. But no one told me I should have been parked here instead of here. I've been parking there. They've been seeing me parked there. They didn't say nothing at all. At no point did they even attempt to tell me, yo, you're in the wrong one. And mind you, the one that I was in, the wrong one, was just a guest parking. It wasn't even like someone else's assigned parking. It was just a guest one. I wasn't taking anyone's spot. But again, I get I was in the wrong, but I should have been parked here. I was literally like right next to it. I wasn't even that far off. I understand where they were coming from, but they didn't even bother telling me. They didn't even bother letting me know before, you know, the car got towed. And the car at that point has been towed for 3 days. And I didn't go nowhere, you know, in the past 3 days. I was just staying in, editing, relaxing, eating, and just chilling. So I didn't even know that my car wasn't downstairs and that it was, you know, towed, impounded, whatever you want to call it. So when she told me that, I was like, you know, like, you guys could at least told me this, that. She's like, yeah, we're gonna look into it, this and that. Still haven't heard from them. Anyways, cut them out the picture. I don't really care at that point. I just kind of needed my car. So I called the towing company again. I was like, yo, can I come grab my car? He's like, yeah, just bring your registration, driver's license, proof that that's your car, blah, blah, blah. Like, all right, cool. I go there. Mind you, this place looks very weird. It's like fenced off, the whole thing. Fenced off. The window to talk to someone has like bars everywhere, like it's a prison. I mean, it's a very sketchy place, like super sketchy, like not even in a good part of town. So I'm like, this is insane, okay? I'm like, all I'm thinking about right now is I hope to God they did not damage my Mustang. I was like, I hope they didn't scrape it. I hope they didn't hit the mirror. I hope they didn't just, I don't know, something. I just was hoping that they didn't damage it. So I knock on this little metal door thing. The guy finally comes and then he opens the door, shows me where the car is, and then this other guy comes. These two guys are just look like some hustlers just working there, hustling people. Didn't get a good vibe from them whatsoever. So when they come talking to me, this and that, I'm like, yeah, I'm here to take my car. They're like, oh, you can't take your car today. You gotta take it tomorrow. We're closed today. I'm like, you told me to come because I called. He literally said, you could come get it. You just gotta call and let me know ahead of time. And I did. And he said, come. He's like, come on, let's go outside. He took me outside the yard and pointed at the sign. He's like, do you not see? It says closed. I was like, you literally told me to come. Like, are you okay? He's like, no. Come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. It'll be cheaper. I'm like, nah, I know you're not gonna play me as I'm stupid. But anyways, I couldn't really say anything because again, he still has my car. So I'm not gonna sit here and argue with the guy when he has my car that I just paid a lot of money for. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll come back tomorrow. I knew he wanted me to come back tomorrow so I could pay the extra storage fee for the, you know, the car. I was like, whatever. I come back the next day, show him all my paperwork again and all that stuff. And he brings me out the bill and this and that. And the bill was like $580, $590 when the bill before was like $500. So he charged me, you know, obviously an extra $80 for another day of storage there. Again, I get what they were doing. They're hustlers and they hustled me, and at that point, like, I wasn't gonna argue with them. I wasn't gonna go back and forth. I wasn't in a winning situation. They had my car, so I needed that car back. You know, I went outside, looked at the car after I paid, Car looked like it was in great condition. I'm gonna go downstairs and show you guys in a second. And then I took it out and drove it. So I just paid, and here's the car. Are you gonna move the truck? Yeah. Okay, thank you. So he's gonna move the truck, and here's the car, not damaged. So let's get in here, turn it on, get it the heck out of here. Thank you. Finally back in it. And I was just so happy that I got the car back. Like, what a fucking weird situation that happened off a little mistake that I made, you know, parking literally one spot over, no one telling me, and costing me 600 fucking bucks. Like, LA, they're literally full of crooks everywhere, you know, from them calling to this guy forcing me to keep my car an extra day so he could make an extra 80 bucks. Like, literally everyone's a crook here. Like, from top to bottom, it's insane. I was super annoyed at that whole situation because it costed me 600 bucks for absolutely no reason. That whole situation could have been prevented. I'm glad my car wasn't stolen, but again, like, I wasn't glad that I paid 600 bucks. So yeah, we got the car back, and I'm gonna go downstairs, show you guys the car. Alrighty. Look at the view out here. Got a church right there. All right, so we gotta scan here, and then bam. That'll take us right down to the parking garage. Alrighty, here's the car. So I'm gonna explain to you guys where I was parked versus where I should have been parked. So right now I'm in the correct space. Here's where I was parked. So as you see, no one even parks here. It's like a guest spot. So I know that I was in the wrong one, but it wasn't like someone else's though, you know, but I get the whole thing. But we're parked now in the right spot now. Here it is, literally a spot down. Stupid, but here's the car. By the way, I also got it detailed last night. And not damaged anywhere. Looked around everywhere. Wasn't actually damaged by the towing company, surprisingly. So I looked around everywhere. Looks good. Looks a lot better now that it's cleaned, but let me show you guys what was left on the car. It was this note right here. Let me show you guys. Let me get some lighting. Right here. So this note was on here, I guess, put like this, which meant that it has to get towed. But again, I wasn't driving the car for a few days, so I didn't know the note was on it, because if I did, I would have moved it before it got towed. So now let's check out the towing bill. Let's go here where there's some light. Alright, right here. So here's the breakdown of it. So $205 for towing charge. You got $260 for 4-day storage right down here. And you have an extra $90 for AHRS. You got $26 for tax. And then the total, let's get it to clear up here. Oh, and it's not. And it's still not. And it's still not. Great. 581. Let's put this here. I actually have the actual receipt off my credit card, which is right here. Okay. 581. Yep, that's exactly how much I paid to get my car out of the impound lot, because I parked it one space over by accident. Well, let's at least hear it now before we end today's video.